What's happening, folks? Welcome back to Celtic Fans TV. It's time for another starting 11 prediction, this time for tomorrow's trip to Tannadice to face Dundee United. We come into this one off the back of Thursday's 1-0 win over Hearts. We had to work hard for it in the second half. I thought in the first half we were really, really good, as we talked about in the full-time reactions outside the stadium. A bit of a game of two halves. Hearts did have a go in the second half, to be fair to them. Their manager did a power of crying after the game, right enough. I'm not really sure what game he was watching, but you can't take his words too seriously when he ended up getting booked for claiming for a penalty when Gary Mackay-Steven tripped himself up. I'm absolutely blown away that we've had Crawford Allen come out on BBC Sports Sound and say that Kyogo's goal was offside. A lot's been made about that goal this week. I mean, I just find it unbelievable. I've watched it back about 10 times, and there's no way you can objectively look at it with your naked eye and go, aye, that's definitely onside or offside. It's so tight, so marginal, and I can't remember the head of referees ever coming out and sharing his opinion to say, aye, that decision was wrong, that was probably offside, aye. When has that ever happened before? There's been multiple decisions this season that Celtic have been on the wrong end of. Like clear-cut wrong decisions. And the head of referees has never come out on national radio or any other media platform for that matter. Why? I just don't understand it. And see, in this channel, we try and not talk about the referees because it's no very good insight, is it, to talk about the referees being biased or this or that. We just try and stay away from it. We want to talk about Celtic. We want to talk about the football on the pitch. But I'm just blown away that the head of referees has come out today to share his opinion when it was the most marginal decision you're ever likely to see. So I look forward to Crawford Allen every week now on the radio or through some other media channel coming on to tell us his opinion on all of the contentious decisions that happen up and down the country. I'll not hold my breath for that though. Anyway, Dundee United come into this one on a bit of a bad run. They are sitting fourth in the table still, but they've only had one win in their last 6 games. It was a 1-0 victory over Aberdeen a couple of weeks ago. So they're on a poor run. Really disappointed that one stand that would be housed with Celtic fans is going to be shut because of damage due to the weather last week. Gutted if you had a ticket in there, by the way, absolutely gutted. But I'm sure the travelling support will be in good voice, and this is a massive, massive game for us. The other takeaway for Thursday was that it was costly for us in terms of injuries. Ralston went off, Welsh went off, and Jota went off, who's been absolutely massive for us in recent weeks, so I do expect a few changes to the team. We'll start in goals, as we always do, with Joe Hart. He's obviously going to start there. At right back, Anthony Wilson came off. The manager said that his injury is probably the worst of the injuries from Thursday night, so that means Juranovic, I think, will start at right back. The centre-half pairing will be Carter Vickers and Starfelt, I'm sure. Carter Vickers was out with a personal or a family issue during the week, and I think he's fully expected to be back in the team tomorrow. Starfelt, the man of the match on Thursday, an excellent performance from him. Really good to see him come back for that injury and put in a performance like that. It took him a wee spell to get up to speed when he first arrived at the club, but he's got stronger and stronger as games have gone by, and I'm glad that injury seems to not have set him back. Having a few weeks out, he was brilliant, so I expect that to be the centre-half pairing. At left-back, we've got problems there. I don't know if Greg Taylor is going to be back. I know he's back training. He's nearing fitness again, but he's been out for a wee while now, Greg Taylor, so I think Montgomery will get the nod in that position. I don't think he's necessarily the strongest option in that position, and I know that a lot of you would like to see Scales more often, so we can judge what kind of player he might be for Celtic, but I think Montgomery's going to get the nod based on even games earlier in the season where we were light at left back and the manager opted for Montgomery. He was the one that came off the bench on Thursday as well, so I think he'll start in that position. Tom Rogic was back during the week. He played really well, I thought, over the 90 minutes. That means Callum McGregor, I think, will stay in that deeper position, and Rogic will join Turnbull to complete the midfield three. It's probably the area of the pitch that will have the least disruption in if this is to be the starting three, because that has been the starting three for most games this season, outside the period when Rogic was injured. So they've got to have a big performance. On the right-hand side, the manager's got a decision to make because Jota's out on the left. That's a huge blow for us. He's been so so important and involved in absolutely everything we've done going forward for months now. I hope he's not out for too long. It did look quite bad when he pulled up, but the manager said it was just a precaution and it wasn't as bad as everyone might have first feared, so I hope that's the truth, but he's going to miss this game tomorrow. Mikey Johnston came on during the week and after the start of the season, willing Mikey Johnston to make an impact back after his long injury spells. He's been really, really poor when he's came onto the pitch, and he faced a bit of hostility the other night because he keeps making the same mistakes, and I don't think that he's shown anything to make the manager want to start him in this game. So I think it will be a Bada on the right hand side and James Forrest will push over to the left hand side. Kyogo will lead the line obviously, so there's a few changes there. That looks probably like a team that hasn't started together at all this season. Certainly not Forrest on the left hand side with a Bada on the right, because Forrest has been out for such a long time, so it's going to be interesting to see what the manager does. That's what I think he'll do. As I say, I just don't think the attacking left hand side options are good enough to start. We're really light in that position. I think the drop in quality from the first choice to the second choice, he's across the pitch, is really poor. Good news today though that it looks like we are going to add Daisen Maeda and Hitate from Japan, and maybe another one as well. So we just need to get to January, get reinforcements in and really bolster the squad. And because, as I say, the second choice players in most positions, it's such a drop off from the first choice players, and we need more depth, we need more quality, because we've got so many games to play this month. I know new signings can't help us this month, but there's going to be plenty of games after the winter break as well, and we really need that depth of quality, because we've seen at times this season when we've missed key players, the performance level hasn't been the same, and we have dropped points, particularly that period when Kyogo was out of the team. The last time we played Dundee United actually. So that's the team I think he'll go with tomorrow. Like this video, comment your own thoughts below. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you tomorrow outside Tannadice with all the full-time reaction as normal. Cheers.